very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
My brother, a change is gonna come. Keep strong, my sister, for your work is not done. No, keep on believing and hold on tight. He's able to give you joy in the morning light.
Say.
Yeah, he's able. Say he's able.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check, yes.
My brother, a change is gonna come.
Yes, sir.
Keep strong, my
Yeah, it's 8 minutes past your 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report.
keep on.
Yours truly, the pitbull. Boy, like the devil in this place here, boy. Hey, Satan, come out here, come out here, come out here. I finally listened to one music, all of a sudden I said the next one. That's the next one between. I say, but like some jumbie touching thing here, boy. That's what I was listening to, man. Yes. Satan, come out here. Nah, like it's Obia boy, but they Holy Monday anyhow, eh? Easter Monday. They go fight all them Obia. Oh, God. And I'm going to say a pleasant good morning to you, Trinidad and Tobago. All of you that are looking to us on Talk City 91.1 FM, a pleasant good morning to you. For those of you on our several social media platforms this morning, a pleasant good morning to you. Let me see those early birds this morning. To all those few maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers that are out there going and make the majority of money, as Lennox Smith say. Holidays is where he's make most because everybody else drug back. And worse yet, with this weather, some people say weather for... oh boy. Lennox will tell you weather for. He had the big words to make sure you plan off nice now. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. Weather for what? What will I hear? What? Listen to him.
Yes, indeed. But of course, some say for young ducks.
All right, yes.
Weather for young ducks. Of course, you could take that wherever you wish to go with it. But the fact is, of course, it's a human situation, which, of course, I expect that people are familiar with. Or those who are not familiar, well, of course, during the course of the program, I'm sure Andy will give you an indication. But that being as it may, of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry. Of course, a pleasant good morning to Snipes as well. And, of course, a morning to those east, west, north, south, central in Trinidad, our friends in Tobago. And wherever you are streaming on the World Wide Web, a pleasant good day to you. Yes, this is, the Monday edition, the Easter Monday edition of the Ground Report. And of course, as usual, we will have the usual tits and bits, but we'll also have some specifics that will, of course, sort of enlighten and at the same time entertain, even though, of course, some say that is like showing water on oil or oil and water. But I think we on the Ground Report has been able, of course, to get the formula to make people understand that yes, so you can be very, very serious and yet still you can have some I would consider to be hilarious in-betweens. And I think that makes it good because, of course, variety is what? The spice of life. Good morning, Snipe.
Hey, Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Lennox. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad, Tobago, and the wider world.
Lennox Smith, I seen here in The Guardian, right? In The Guardian this morning, yes. This is, make sure, Monday the 6th of April, Guardian, front page. It's saying corporation cash crunch. Right? They're saying the regional bodies hope for mid-year budget relief under pressure to pay new government obviously salaries and NIS contributions. What that is about? What that is about?
Well, of course, we have been hearing that it is nothing unfamiliar, but of course, for the less esoteric, that is to say, people who are not familiar, esoteric if you're familiar, non-esoteric if you're not familiar. Well, for the non-esoteric, that is a situation that especially in the opposition, should I say regional corporations, they have been clamoring for, and of course catering. Even of course the last carnival, we had a situation where they said that of course the paucity or the deficiency in the provision of financial resources have caused them to curtail a lot of their program. And of course the argument now is that here it is that there are increase in salaries across the board. Of course, NIS has to be paid in an increasing number, and therefore they expect that these corporations expect that the appropriate resources will be provided, financial resources will be provided in order to meet these challenges. Of course, the Minister, Honorable Khadija Amin, has said in no uncertain terms she's meeting, I think, from tomorrow with the regional corporations, if not today, but with this group of persons, they have no regard for commitment to the people of Trinidad and Tobago in terms of no regard for time that they will meet with the people. That's the point I'm making here. And therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if they are meeting today, it being a holiday. But that being as it may, that is the essence of the argument. So the midterm review is coming up. I think it will be next month, March, April. I think they're saying something, no, May. I think it's May, April, May. So we're in April now, yes, so May. So next month, yes, where, of course, all of these matters are going to be fleshed out and allocations will be made new or consistent. So I hope that things work out ultimately. So that's the essence of that particular article.
All right. Well, you tell me what's the essence of this, eh? This one is very, very interesting. I would like to know, well, what country it will be the citizen. Come here, and a woman gives birth on car flight to New York. So a woman gave birth, make a baby in the sky on the way to New York, already leave Trinidad. Who is, what is the citizenship of that child?
Well, usually it's where the child would have touched land first. And therefore, of course, it would assume that the citizenship of that particular infant will be that of the country that they touched down first in. But of course, with the present arrangement under Donald Trump, he's looking, of course, to even
with the present arrangement.
Well, you can. If you, according to him, that is the philosophy, that is the policy that they are attempting to implement. If it is that you come to the United States and you give birth there, the birth of the child will be as if they were born in the mother's or the parents' homeland. Yeah.
No, but if you're born there, if you're actually born
yeah,
there.
but Trump is attempting to change that. The point I'm making, as part of his America First policy and the border issues that he has been stridently engaged in, very belligerently, and seem to be getting his way. But I think and the ICE officers that he has patrolling all over the place to get rid of illegal migrants or immigrants into that country. So
let me ask you something then. Well, he ain't get through with it yet, but it looked like he may succeed, you see. So knowing he ain't get through with it yet, that child that born in the sky on the way to New York, what citizen it will be?
Yeah, well, once the touchdown in the United States, it will be assumed that that is the citizenship of the child. The child was born. It could be assumed it was born in the United States, and it doesn't matter whether it's a car flight or American airline flight or a Dutch airline flight. It doesn't matter.
But they want to do Google that now. Let me be sure, because it's feeling kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but we sound like we're talking the right thing there. Like we.
Yeah, well, we could confirm. Yeah, we love to verify. We love to make sure the veracity of what we say on this program is untouchable or cannot be questioned. So I'll do it. Yes. So
yes.
We'll go on
and I like that. I like that word they use again and give them the meaning, the veracity of what it is.
The truth of it.
Boy, the veracity of the truth, boy. Like real truth, you know. Like what's my Lennox when they started on big, you know. What's my it still belongs to the truth, eh? But when you hear it, the veracity of the truth, I mean the long truth, the white truth, the nuclear bomb truth, the big truth. Oh God, veracity of the truth, boy. That is a serious truth all here. So let's get the veracity of the truth there just now. But before we continue there, quite has something else I want to go on there. But let this soak in a little bit while you're looking for that Lennox Smith I am seeing here. Because I want to go and do something there quick. Alexander again begs the public to help the police stop criminals. But hold on that. Get the veracity of that situation with the Carl lady. While I see a pleasant good morning to Bootjam John here on Facebook. A pleasant good morning to you. Virginia Mirage, good morning to you. Hey, the O'Brady Bunch, good morning. Wendy and John, good morning. Jillian John, good morning. Krishna, Ramsukala, pleasant good morning to you. Samantha, good morning. Elizabeth, good morning. I'm doing this because the few of you that get up early, didn't study the rain, take your coffee, and organize to look on to your big program, the Ground Report, on Easter Monday. Must appreciate and acknowledge you all, man. Hey, Tara, you up, girl? A pleasant good morning to you. Thanks for joining the Ground Report on a holiday. Remember, we don't have no holiday Monday to Friday. Matilda Rhodes, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting Anne-Marie Amin. How you going, love? A pleasant good morning to you. How was the holidays? Marilyn Sicharan, a pleasant good morning to you. Elizabeth, good morning. Desmond Hines, good morning. Rajinja Maraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Tom Ford, good morning. Anthony Ford, good morning. And me, I say morning already. Look at senior here, man. Ishmael Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Mohammed, the bookstore owner that did contact me. It was only yesterday, I see last night late, boy. I say, why? He say, yes. He say, let me know, I'm ready to start. I might be for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I say, boy, partner, I think that I'm one package, but still, he say, I'm ready to write the check. I say, okay, Mr. Mohammed. I say, remember, it's Holy Sunday. Oh, God, boy. He say, yes. I say, oh, God. I say, well, Lennox Smith, like he bring out the beast in here there when he tell you. All Andy really want to hear is when the check writing. No, sorry, Lennox Smith, eh? Oh, sir.
No, that would have been one of the things.
Yeah, that one of the things.
Yeah, so let me get a soft landing here. One of the things.
Oh, the man like he hear you, boy.
Let me even be more specific. One of the essential things.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I further describe how essential that, how important that thing is.
Yeah, the man remind me, Lennox Smith say, I say, what? Lennox Smith resonate quick, boy. Lennox. Oh, sir.
Well, it is in our mutual interest because he will get a wider audience. Clearly, the business will begin to will grow, continue to grow, and so of course we are obliged to assist in that process. But at the same time, we in the spirit of reciprocity, we expect that we're gonna get something for it. So. That is where it is, and I'm sure that he doesn't mind.
Nice. Now let us get the meaning for reciprocity.
Meaning that he give us something, we give him something.
We give him something.
Reciprocity.
Yeah.
Right?
Reciprocity. Trini Nairo, a pleasant good morning to you. Wendy Anchan, good morning. Primraj, a pleasant good morning. Hafina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning. Ole Mohammed, his family with Mr. Mohammed bookstore, where we had to get the name and place and thing, and all. They had to make sure they check that man and let him know the ground report price. Yeah. Zebrangani, good morning. Maki Thunderboom, a pleasant good morning to you. But you ain't get through yet? But what really going on with you and KFC? Marky Thunderboom say, I need to live better. This man, long before the election, and he's still singing this. But he ain't coming out like KFC and going on and whatever. What he doing is he letting we know, I need to live better. I must live better. I need a government contract. A UNC state board appointment. Silk and our HEC house. To live better. The next way to think about him, at least he don't come out and drama. He just saying this long before the election and he's still singing it. He didn't get through yet. So what big word you will use for him for patience?
Well, I want all him and anybody else to be strategic. They have to be very, should I say, committed, because I mean sometimes these things take some time, longer for some. And even very long, so much so that people get frustrated. But you must have a strategy, you must have a plan as to how to achieve. And that goes for everybody in this society. And that's why we always say that when we give information is to assist in you making decisions in your own best interests. And that best interest suggests that you must have a plan, a strategy to achieve that objective. My objective may not be yours, and therefore the plan may tweak or be different. But at the end of the day, the principle is that you must have a plan. And I would advise that to all and sundry, not just, of course, these two cases only.
Nice. Oh boy, Anthony Ford, good morning. Samantha Dave. Bailey, a pleasant good morning to you. Rick Lutchman, good morning. Michael Scotland, good morning. Mina Passar, a pleasant good morning to you. I'm going to say a pleasant good morning to Mina Steiner out there in Austria too. A pleasant good morning to you. Baby, my baby, happy belated birthday. Yes, on the 4th that you celebrated. A happy belated birthday to you, baby. Viram Ragunanan. A pleasant good morning to you, Viram. Hey, Jama Passad, a pleasant good C Passad, in fact. Good morning to you. I have to acknowledge you all, man. You all make time on this holiday. Carol Brong, a pleasant good morning to you. All Taras. I seen this one is Ramsamuj. Yes. Ramsamooj. All right. Pleasant good morning to you, Peter Samlal Singh. Good morning. Hey, Mina Steiner, you look on, girl. Oh, Austria. Is it winter there? Jamila Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Nigel Black, good morning. Michael Figaro, a pleasant good morning to you. Thanks for joining the Growing Report on this Monday holiday edition. Yes, of the Growing Report. Frank Andy Babulal, good morning. Monica Ram Kisoon, yes. Ram Kisoon, a pleasant good morning to you. Banwa. Or Banwari. Yes, Banwari. Banwari say it's weather for leather. But remember, the sun have to come out because when leather get wet, it tends to turn color and stretch. Banwari, you know that.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, Lord.
So I think rainy weather is not for leather because leather and water do agree. Lennox Smith, am I correct with that? Leather and water don't agree? Huh?
I suppose to each his own. He may know what he's saying because he may be hoping for a better or an increased stretch leather in order to perform what he would normally do in such weather.
Okay. I say in order for it to fit his foot because he's stretching his shoes, you know. All right. Well, he might be having a certain protective screen on that leather day. Like he put, like he get leather paint and thing.
Yeah, but he may not be referring to the literate leather either.
Okay.
But he probably could be referring to the atmosphere, the fact that that condition provides a greater opportunity for increased leather.
Okay. Marky Thunderboom, who want to live better. He stop live better. He begging to live better, but he's saying leather too. Well, I'll forget the first one. I will say bell. Yeah, whether for bell and to make children. Partner, remember, you want to live better. You ain't get silk yet. You ain't get the contract yet. So don't want to make children. Boy, everybody had a face in truth. And then now we going back to the board appointments. Partner, get your board appointment. Get you live better before you study whether to make children. Andrea Alfonso, good morning. Maria Kalicharan, a pleasant good morning to you. Yes, I'm nearly done with these names, man. Oh boy, like plenty of them jumping up early still, man. The names just growing. Yesterday was a little bit, but we're looking on online quick. Plap, plap, plap. Esther Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. Tara Brandon, that's 3 Taras on so far. Hey, Jarani Jagaroop, a pleasant good morning. Pearl Daniel saying good morning. To that Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Marlon Sicharan, don't tell you morning. Dave Moraj, good morning. Elvis. Good morning to you, Elvis. Brian Lochan, good morning. Elizabeth Duke, good morning to you. No, I always say Elizabeth, but I don't know. There's a very old name, you know. Ethelbert. Yes, Ethelbert. Ethelbert. Yeah, that Ethelbert. Oh God, that is a Ethelbert. That is a whole name, and Lennox Smith. Ethelbert.
Yeah, that is also former minister and what I call to be narcoleptic, representative for Laventil West. I'm talking about Fitzgerald Hines.
So
Ethelbert Hines.
Oh God. So that name, because I know a woman named Ethelbert too, you know. So Ethelbert is a unisex name.
Well, it has to be. I mean, if that's a woman you're referring to, and we know from all what we know so far that the former minister and narcoleptic representative for Laventil West is a male.
But let's say that I think I want to know if the parents make a mistake and take him for a girl. Because I know Ethelbert has a girl name. So I don't know. Do you think it was a mistake or do you think...
Well, I don't know. I don't know, but maybe we could determine that from the Pomsite dread that he usually wears.
His hair is long. Yeah.
But we have to go for the break, and when we come back more, I found the information with respect, of course, to whether if a child is born on a plane towards a particular destination country, what nationality that child will
Very good.
Take.
But before
when we come back.
Wait. But before we go for the break, let me just finish it so me I don't come back now. It's nearly done.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Rudal, Ramlala, pleasant good morning. You Tom Ford, I tell you morning already. Let me just finish up this quick. Grace. Yes, Grace Smith, good morning. Shadow. Hey, Shadow, a pleasant good morning to you. Shadow said yes. Shadow said the legislation is already in place, so I don't know what you're talking about, Shadow. Hey, Jillian, good morning. Princess Stone, good morning. Gloria Escala, pleasant good morning. Zandu Ruthless, good morning. Joy Singh, good morning. Jason Jeffers, good morning. Mala Sukai, good morning to you. Natasha, good morning. Yes, I nearly finished with this. Angela Singh, good morning. G1, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Zareda Mohammed, Zareda, good morning to you. Hamid, yeah, good morning. Jack, yeah, Jack Sparrow, what? Good morning to you. Otilda, good morning. Nice, I nearly done with all. Rick Lutchman, good morning. Kamala Sam Lal Singh, a pleasant good morning to you, Kamala. Prescott, good morning to you. I seen I add something there. I'm pick up on that. Donna, a pleasant good morning. Felix, Monty, good morning. Glory, Ram Killer One. That is a serious name too. Good morning. Irene, good morning, Irene. Nice, look, we done it, eh? Yolanda Cordner, good morning. Samantha, good morning. Michael Fagaro, good morning. Hey, Lucky, good morning to you, Lucky. Chris Anthony O'Brady. Hey, O'Brady. Yeah, that's the Arima fella. Easy. Last time I see he was on the little, it was day in that celebration day. I think up Kufa side. Yeah. Brady, man. Rashida, good morning to you. Mina Stein, all of you, I don't tell you good morning. I think that is it. I'm not seeing nothing new. Let me see. Make sure. Angelo Martinez. Yeah, good morning. Orica Miller, good morning. Nice, all over together. Moots, look at that, Moots, Sean Moots or Moots Sean? One out of the two, Moots. Look at that name now, Moots. Boots, Moots. That is a serious thing. Semantics, good morning to you. So I get all over here? Yes, I think I get all over here. So, Kurt J. Gordon, a pleasant good morning to you. Just School, good morning. Neil Prasad, good morning to you. Jill, good morning. Leon Charles, a pleasant good morning to you. Ross, good morning to you, and that's it. Yes, carry us there, my brother Snipes. Let's hear who is the citizen.
TNTech wants you to fly safe. While enjoying this kite flying season, remember, kites touching power lines can cause power outages. You could also be electrocuted. For safe kite flying, fly kites in open fields, away from streets, highways, power lines, electrical installations, and equipment. Use dry string, never wire. Don't remove kites that are entangled on poles or power lines. Don't fly kites in wet weather. Wet strings conduct electricity. TNTech, the power to make it work.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago, yes, we are back. Time check. It's 38 minutes past your over 6 o'clock, and you're listening and viewing the Ground Report. So you're listening to us on Talk City 91.1 FM. You are viewing us and listening to us on our several social media platforms. So Lennox Smith, the big question, as I asked, was in The Guardian this morning. They say on a Carl flight, a woman gave birth on a Carl flight to New York. I asked Lennox Smith of what citizenship would be that child. And now here comes the answer.
Yes, well, according to the information that I have gleaned so far, I'm subject, of course, to correction. I know we are very accurate and very, what I consider to be pedantic callers as well, who may know a little more. But what it says here is that if such a situation develops, then, of course, it depends on the parent's nationality. So the child will get the parent's nationality, or the aircraft's registration, and there's another, and the application of international laws. So it depends on which one of those circumstances the child or the parents may be subjected to. And of course, in the case of, there's something called jus sanguinis, or yes, sanguinis, just JUS, just sanguinis. It refers to, of course, many countries follow this principle, granting citizenship based on parents' nationality. For example, a child born in Italy of Italian parents in German airspace would likely receive German citizenship. So that's one instance of the first kind. And then, of course, jus soli, which, of course, is another principle. This principle states that the citizenship is granted based on the place of birth. And, of course, in the United States, still as it appears, a child born in U.S. airspace automatically receives U.S. citizenship. So, I mean, we probably could go further and say, if they're born out of U.S. airspace, what will happen? Because, you know, you have international airspace and you have international waterways. So what will happen in such circumstances? But that is what that has said. Of course, aircraft registration, well, if the child is born in international airspace, right, that's where it is here, the aircraft's registration nationality may be considered, but only if the child would otherwise be stateless. So the idea is not to have the child stateless. That is the important thing here. And of course, international agreement, well, in 1961, the 1961 Convention on the Reduction of Statelessness ensures that no child is left without citizenship, and the country of the aircraft's registration may grant citizenship if the child would otherwise be stateless. So those are the areas, about 4 or 5 considerations.
So,
yes. So
if
it's not
the
a straightforward thing.
So if the parent who was going back, who were going to America, could have been an American citizen, well, it could automatically become American citizen. And
yes.
If not, and the parent is a Trinidadian, well, it could also end up a Trinidad citizen. And if not, the aircraft is not, if the aircraft wasn't called, well, you know, that's Trinidad. So that's a Trinidad citizen. And if it was American Airlines, well, then we might have said, well, it could have been an American citizen. So,
it could have been Canadian Airline as well.
Oh, shucks. Well, boy, that child still bouncing around there like a bad weed boy.
Yeah, but of course, I like the idea that the International Convention, which is the ultimate, I believe it is, in 1961, that convention was, of course, ratified by the world, that no child should be stateless, and that therefore one of the above should be applicable to that child. Otherwise, the child will be stateless. That's all. No way, and as my mother would say, yes, my mother used
because
to say.
if you never passport, if you never birth paper, it have nothing. It means that child doomed. So it used to be like that. That means it used to be like that.
So there, I think there is sufficient flexibility with respect to options that will ensure that that child is not stateless, because even the registration of the plane or the aircraft from its origin, which country owns it, then they could also issue a registration for that child as far as birth is concerned.
Yeah, because it's born on that aircraft, you know. Yeah, it's born on that aircraft, so that aircraft had to organize. But here it is.
So quite a lot of options. I really thought it was straightforward, but I realize it's not from the information gleaned this morning. So people, you know now. So don't be too perturbed if you are nearing your final semester and you have to travel and something untoward happens. and the child has to be born on the plane, something will happen in terms of the nationality. In other words, the child will not be stateless.
All right, and Rick Lutchman is saying, Lutchman is saying that flight was from Jamaica. Well, I ain't getting into all of that. Well, I will try and see where that flight was from and where's the nationality of that individual. We go through because it's in the Guardian anyhow. The next big thing there before we go in major accidents all over the place, and the TTPS urges motorists to exercise greater caution. And before you go to that there, because really plenty accidents and plenty dead boy. I see a truck, a big truck running to the walkover culvert or polo tree. You know them go to over polo tree, big. That will be about 6 foot, 8 foot long. Them fat walkover culvert boy. Man running to that, the whole of that truck going in. I say, Lord, I wonder if he live. And besides that, the urgent motorists to exercise greater caution. Alexander again is begging the public to help the police stop crime. What says the why you had to be begging so? Why people don't want to help them stop crime, Lennox Smith? So give us this.
Well, we have extrapolated, we have examined, we have critically looked at all of the circumstances surrounding that. And of course, we have come to the inescapable conclusion that of course the population does not.
Talking to Mike.
The population doesn't trust the police, and worse yet, in crime hotspots where the likelihood that the perpetrators may be harbored is even less likely that they will cooperate. Nobody wants to get involved. But that does not stop the authorities from beseeching and begging for cooperation by the public. But of course, whether that is realistic or not is a different story, because that has not been the case. But they will continue to plug away. And I want to say, however, the rainy seasons seem to be coming in, and therefore you're going to have roadways and visibility as well that will be difficult to negotiate. Please, drivers, slow down, be a little more cautious, and most importantly, make sure that your vehicle is prepared for these kinds of circumstance. Smooth tires, for example, is not conducive to good road traction, and it could create problems when you try to, of course, stop. So therefore, all of these factors must be considered, and the individuals, the motorists, those who are so inclined, must take the necessary precautions.
All right, well then, I'm seeing here where Zad Khan is saying, good morning, Andy, Lennox, and all the Ground Reporter family. I think Trump will have his say, and then have somebody else here saying Zandu Ruthless is saying here, the birth will say place of birth. Well, he's saying the birth will be registered, meaning that way he said it will be saying. He said the birth will say place of registered Caribbean Airlines. So the country will be Caribbean.
So, well, I mean that flies in the face of the fact that there is an international convention organized in 1961 that says that no child must be stateless. I don't think Caribbean Airlines is a state.
but a state own it, so it looked like.
So that person will go to school on that airline, go to church on that airline, and eventually, I suppose it might be possible a guy walk on that airline too, because that is his state, he or she.
Oh boy. Oh, Nizam. Yeah, Nazam is saying I think it will be the closest country at the time of birth. I don't know. I could be wrong. The closest country time of birth, but I think Lennox Smith already.
Yeah,
read
we covered
out.
all of that. If it's close as international, etc., there seem to be provisions for all of that, which seem to be well established. If there is an international airspace, well, of course, the airline where it is registered, who own it, well, then of course a birth paper will be issued there, and that birth will be registered accordingly. So you have all of that.
Right, we see in a read, right? Darren is saying, well, the people protesting for all kinds of different things, and they are not protesting against the criminal elements. We also seeing here, Matty saying, can someone send me Andy's cell phone number, please? Andy, can you call it out? 366-3053, 366-3053. I am so sure that some business person and next business get in contact with her and let her know they want to promote on the Ground Report program. And so nice, she's asking Andy for his number to link up with that business person. And Angelo Martinez already replied to Matty and send the number 366-3053. But let me say a pleasant good morning to she out there in St. Lucia. Good morning to you. You ain't see like people checking people to get the number.
You take the words out of my mouth, boy. When I heard that, I said, well, somebody is calling to get information with respect, of course, to making sure, like Mr. Mohammed, they issue a check as well. Force, of course, in exchange for services.
Yes.
That we provide.
In
the spirit of reciprocity.
Yeah, that I get tight tongue like King City. In the spirit of reciprocity. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Man, I only hope that fella ain't calling. Who does correct you and say, that's my darling partner. Where we do at least reciprocity. So if I pronounce it good, at least I will have to spell it good, right?
Yeah, the idea is communication. You see, that is what language is all about, and human beings are unique for that or to that, and therefore. But of course, is a difference between the spoken word, as I keep saying, and making this distinction, and that of writing. If you're writing it, well, of course, it could only be spelled one way,
nice.
and used in the way that is established. But certainly, in terms of pronunciation there, once you don't go too far, like the former minister of education, he watched the word paradigm and say paradigm.
Oh,
I mean,
it's too different.
He mashed up that whole word. That whole word just get disfigured. You know what I mean?
Oh,
paradigm. So mash up that word. You get disfigured. But certainly, if you are not very far from it, and it could be understood. Once the other party is the recipient understands what you're saying, then the function of language would have, of course, done its work.
Nice. So the reciprocity of that phone number 366-3053. But the former minister what went on there, I think is a B2 bomber hit them out. Bunker bomb there. That thing they got bunker bomb. It blew up the world, Lennox. It separated far from the
that too far.
That bunker bomb.
I remember when I was doing geography, and as first time I saw the word Curacao, but I used to pronounce it Curacao. But I don't know, some people seem to have understood it until afterwards I realized, of course, that the C has an accent, and of course it is pronounced with a S sound, Curacao. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, boys, so Trinidad and Tobago, you all are invited, but let me take a quick break and come back. Whoa, time flying, eh? What's on you all front burner? How was your long weekend? It's still going on. Today's Monday. Yes, Easter Monday. What's your plans for today? Well, I know, boy. I don't know, but kite flying get real mash up like Chili BB. Since Friday, rain was showing this kind of tendency. And then that was it since,
Yeah.
Unless you have a kite.
People, of course, I know that. In fact, somebody said yesterday while the sun was still shining, he said, "But listen, he on Charlotte Street, he said, man, boy, me got a chance to go up in Savannah. I might to put up a kite right here, and I watching where he could put up a kite. All these wires crisscross." He's got some serious fanatics around in this kite flying business.
You watching electricity wire? You watching?
Yeah, from the time he told me that he feel to put up a kite right here. Well, I started watch up one time because I was really electric poles. I see it, telephone poles and wire crisscrossing, and he wanted to put up a kite there. So I started, well, how we gonna do it? I said, well, the wind ain't gonna come between Charlotte Street and because the street is narrow, so he maybe had to go across on Duke Street and then get the breeze from east to west, and maybe he could do something, but at the same time he will have to navigate all them wires and them.
But he could like he have a GPS and that kind of something. Don't touch wire. Move from the poles.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead. Let me take that quick break.
Okay.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
The flagship with Sudat Prasad and Fritz Heavy. The flagship with Sudat Prasad and Fritz Heavy Samuel. Mornings just got louder, bolder, and more informed. From 6 to 9 a.m., it's the Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith on Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, time check is 3 minutes to the hour. So before we go to our next SU, let me see who is the first caller and who will be the first voice noter this morning. Let's take your contribution this morning very fast. Yes, let's do that, Trinidad and Tobago. You know they say, based on how your morning start. Based on how your morning start, it will continue to go that way. So let me see here. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. So let me take the first voice note that come for the morning so far. Yeah, I have no choice. I have to take the first voice note. All that talk there, anything by the time there, Lennox, because we have about 2 minutes. I just waiting for this to hook up to the board.
We always have information, of course. Well, it has to do with, because I have been concerned, well, why, I understand Easter Sunday, but why Easter Monday? So here, people, is why Easter Monday, you see.
No, but don't tell us that yet. I want it in the next hour. Remember,
Good. No problem.
Yeah,
Because this is significant. Yeah. Oh yeah, we are, news is upon us, so it will take more time than the time that we have before the news will allow.
Nice. So what's on all? Well, boys, it's 9 minutes too. So
yeah. 9? No, not 9 minutes.
A minute to mean 49.
Yeah, less than that. Yes. Yes, some seconds.
Yeah. Hey, well, let me say, Cumbridge, a pleasant good morning to you, Marlene. All of you that are now looking on, man. Joseph, all of you. Mary, all of you, good morning. Nadira say, well, nah, this weather is not to go out. Because of the weather, she'll be indoors. Most people indoors. A man flying a kite on Charlotte. What is the name of that street? He's a serious.
Charlotte Street.
He's a navigator, but he could go and always call it Zute people kite, or we call it when the tail cut it.
Yeah, we always call Manswell and Zoot. Yeah, but we have to go for the break, and when we come back, more about, of course, Easter as well, and Easter Monday in particular.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. This is the news to 7 a.m. Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, SC, used Easter Sunday at La Divina Pastora RC Church to frame Siparia as a national example of faith, unity, and renewal. One of the holiest days in the Christian calendar, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar returned to the area not only as head of government, but as someone who grew up worshipping there. The Prime Minister described Siparia as a living example of how different faiths coexist, especially during the annual pilgrimage to the shrine. She said that the spirit of inclusion is most powerful during Easter, when thousands also visit the church. The Prime Minister also called on citizens to draw inspiration from Siparia's example. She ended with a prayer for families, for healing, and for renewed faith in one another, saying that Siparia continues to reflect the best of Trinidad and Tobago. In other news, Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander is calling on citizens to work more closely with police to help prevent crime, saying community safety depends on the sharing of information. He made the statement yesterday during an Easter event at his constituency office in Tunapuna, as he acknowledged that murders continue despite the ongoing state of emergency. Among recent incidents is the killing of 11-month-old Jaden Sutton and his father Joseph Sutton, who was shot dead at their St. James home on March 31st. Alexander said police cannot foresee every act of violence and stressed that the public cooperation is critical, as some individuals may have information that could prevent crimes. He also addressed concerns from residents who fear retaliation for speaking with police, saying, while those fears are understandable, greater collaboration is necessary. In addition, Alexander said the government is introducing parenting workshops aimed at early intervention and addressing the root causes of criminal behavior. Significant improvements are underway for the constituency of Kamuto Manzanilla. This, according to the area's Member of Parliament, Shivana Sang, who revealed upcoming infrastructural works and programs focused on youth development. Water supply continues to be a major concern for residents of the area, but the Member of Parliament says relief is underway with the planned establishment of 2 new tank farms in the area. Last week, during the post-cabinet media briefing, Minister of Public Utilities Barry Padarath outlined the plans for several tank farms across the country aimed at addressing ongoing water challenges. In an interview with TTT News, MP Shivana Sam welcomed the initiative, describing it as a much-needed intervention for residents. Meanwhile, she added that work has already begun on improving recreational grounds within the constituency as part of a broader push to enhance community spaces. She noted that several other initiatives are still to be rolled out, with plans in the pipeline for sectors such as agriculture, education, and others, as efforts continue to drive development across the constituency. In sport, Trinidad and Tobago athletes delivered strong performances at the Carifta Games in Grenada yesterday, highlighted by a gold medal run from Aniqua Bailey in the girls' open 3,000 meters. Bailey clocked a personal best 10 minutes, 14.10 seconds to secure victory ahead of Barbados' Layla McIntyre, with Jamaica's Sushana Johnson finishing third. Tyreek Vincent also struck gold, successfully defending his boys' under-20 decathlon title while setting a new games record of 6,824 points. Caleb Campbell added bronze in the same event. On the track, Omari Brown claimed silver in the boys' under-20 400-meter hurdles, while Jenna Marie Thomas also secured silver in the girls' equivalent in a personal best performance. The results pushed Trinidad and Tobago's medal tally higher, continuing a strong showing at the regional championships. Taking a look at the weather, for today until midnight, Trinidad, Tobago, and the Windward Islands will have cloudy conditions with occasional showers and periods of light rain. 1 or 2 showers will become heavy and be accompanied by gusty winds. Conditions will gradually become settled during the afternoon. Tonight will be mostly settled with a light breeze despite 1 or 2 brief showers. Street flooding is possible in heavy showers. And that's the news at 7 o'clock.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all the right to Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it low.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 9 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock and you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the pitbull of radio in studio. Don't forget Lennox Smith. I whenever could I say what I was going to say, boy. And
before you say that, and Colleen Lennox, let me say to some of our listeners on the outside that you can purchase our time checks as well. So we can say time check is courtesy,
Okay, great,
your
great.
business, and you would definitely get your
and these Snipes is on the ball, boy.
Yeah.
On board.
Well, you have to make sure the man smile. You have to make sure the man smile too, you know.
Yeah. So the creativity and the ingenuity is manifesting themselves.
The man is not a stupid fella, you know.
I hear you.
One hand is slap. Two hand is clap. You want to give him one hand? You want to slap him up? Or you want to give him a round of applause?
There should be no amputation.
All right.
I get the opportunity to sit with two of the greatest minds and two creatives, so it's rubbing off.
He's rubbing off. All right. He's being modest. He's being modest. You don't want to tell us that he came with his creativity.
Yes. No, but here I wanted to ask.
That is good.
No, but here I wanted to ask. Because remember, it's the Ground Report to spite or what? But I think better to give Snipes the opportunity to read our news. Oh my God. Did I say that? Oh my God.
I take no part in that one.
All right.
Because
it was just a Easter Monday joke. It was just a Easter Monday.
Because
yeah.
I wasn't taking no part. But yes, indeed, of course, before the break, we did indicate that we will give you something as to why Easter Monday, because I too have been concerned and wondered. But I understand Easter Sunday, the resurrection, yes, and after 3 days, after the crucifixion, but certainly why Monday? Well, of course, the information shows that Monday, the Easter Monday, has been a holiday for the Christian community for over 1,600 years. So, I would have thought that it would have been part. Yeah, I thought it would be part. Just at Christmas, the business people would, of course, try to capitalize on a particular religious.
Because of
and
the
have
Sunday,
it more mundane.
they get it Monday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that really actually is because of the Easter Sunday, they get it Monday. Yeah. Because they get to celebrate the church and don't go to work.
That is because they wanted to, they have extended, of course, the celebration of Jesus' resurrection. Yeah, during the what is called the octave, which is, of course, the 7 days after Easter, a period of 8 days of worship and feasting established by the early Christian church. So after today, this period is about feasting and eat, because prior to that it was the Lenten season. People were fasting and so on, and of course bearing penance and all of that. Well, now it's about renewal. It's about replenishing and all of that. And so this Monday came about, and of course eventually it was made a holiday. So it was a Christian holiday, not necessarily a public holiday per se, but it was made a public holiday eventually. Yes.
All right, but here it is. I just want to go back to the Sundays Express quick. That's the Sundays. Boy, we are seeing it. No, Saturdays Express, April the 4th. Yeah, we are seeing the Good Friday reenactment on the streets of TNT there, where I see that they went Calvary Hill, right, and a PC Hakim from the Inter-Agency Task Force. I know you would have bounced past that. And I seen Philip Alexander there. I seen David Lee there with his handful. And I also died Saturday, but I also see too the Minister Kennedy Sawat Singh. So what I was watching here and I was wondering, why the policeman they toting that cross? We could have these three ministers here could have organized and towed the cross together. One hole in the middle, one hole in the end, and one it would have looked good. It would have looked good. That would have tried to think away the zombies. And then I also, well, go ahead, because I also see something.
No, I was just going to intervene that, six ministers was at the Shouter Baptist Holiday Empowerment Hall, where I officiated as Master of Ceremonies. And I think their presence brought a lot of what I consider to be opportunities and encouragement. So I suppose the mere presence, in other words, could have an impact positively. That is. So I'm just making the comparison between then, where I had the personal experience, and of course this situation here, where I don't have the personal experience, but I could understand.
Right. I also see in here too, which it's in your backyard. She screamed for help. I'm seeing here a burnt remains of the home of an 84-year-old Morris. Look at Morris again. Remember to have a PNM woman named Morris there too, who died. Like that name is about fire and house boy. Who died in a fire on Robinson Street, Laventil on Thursday. They say neighbors recount desperate efforts to rescue elderly woman from Laventil blaze, and all they was hearing is help! Help! She screamed for help while the fire was taking this 84-year-old woman. What says thou, boy? Oh my God!
Well, firstly, it has come almost home, I should say, or too close for comfort, because my stomping ground is Passage Street, and that street is off Passage Street, and yes, it was a very, very tragic and unfortunate situation. I myself have decided to see if I can make any kind of intervention. I know that housing accommodation, as I understand, more than one person that may be without accommodation at this point in time. I'm hoping, of course, to put something together to communicate with one of the ministers in the Ministry of Housing to see how they can assist. I think they have their own home, so it's a question of building again and making sure that they are properly accommodated, because there's a lot of things you have to talk about electricity, you have to talk about plumbing, apart from the roof or windows and etc. So quite a lot of assistance that would be required there, but it's the loss of life, I think, is very, 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 very tragic. And again, we want to caution those persons who have, paraplegic and people who are wheelchair bound and so on, and who may be incapacitated, they may be bedridden. Please have someone there to look after them, because the understanding is that the house did not have electricity. So the speculation is that she may have asked someone to light a candle for her, but because she is glued to the wheelchair as a paraplegic, the candle may have fallen, breeze might have blown, some unexpected might have occurred. But if there was a able-bodied person on the premises looking after that particular person, then I could see where that situation could have been avoided.
Nice. I also seen in the same this is the Guardian, boy, just now. Yeah, the same papers here. Remember, it have a thing going around with the TPP, the Tobago Party, People Party. They say analysts, patronage politics behind the TPP unpaid election bills. What I mean by that? Patronage politics is behind the unpaid TPP, because at the end of the day, in politics and activists, it is a patronage thing, down to the business people, down to who it is what it is. Eh? So what's your thoughts on that?
If you take it from the headline alone, the impression you will get that there is some element of corruption or some kind of untoward situation in that. But let's face it, the elections campaign will attract donors, contributors, whether business, whether private persons, etc. And therefore, I would assume that is what the person is talking about. But to overlap it into some indication, as we have seen under the last administration, when they try, of course, to set up Farley by some kind of tape that they said existed, where he was talking about utilizing state resources in order to promote the propaganda of his party. So we have to be very clear. So that it appears that they have some outstanding bills coming out of the elections, which is I would expect that because the PNM had over 5 million when Dr. Rowley came into office. He said it in 2015, and but of course, what we know for sure, it was impossible for him to recover 5 million plus put over 100 million on top of that in order to produce that monstrosity called Balize House by 2025 thereabout.
Yes, Mr. Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Yes, I sent a message to Mr. Mohammed this morning. I say, morning. I tell Lennox Smith, you reach out again and you're ready to pay and start. I've seen a voice note, so I don't want to play that voice note because I don't know what it's saying. It may be it be saying, but like Lennox feel like I'm money or what? So I ain't hear that voice note, so I can't play that unless I hear that voice note. I can't play that at all. But here it is. Let's play the first voice note, not Mr. Mohammed's own though. And let's take some calls. So Mr. Barapo, you can call back and give your Monday holiday contribution.
Good morning, Ground Report family. Please stay tuned for an important Easter greeting message from President Donald J. Trump.
This Holy Week, I'm proud to join with Christians across the country and around the world to celebrate the most glorious miracle in all of time, the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. In his life, Christ displayed true humility. In his death, he modeled true love. And in his resurrection from the tomb, he proved that even death itself will not silence those who place their trust in Almighty God. As it says in Gospel of John, for God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, for whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. Eternal life, such beautiful words. This Easter, millions of Christians all over the globe will be reminded that because of what Jesus did on the cross, all of us can live every day with hope in God's promise, knowing that in the end, evil and wickedness will not prevail. In the spirit of joy and renewal this Easter, we also celebrate the extraordinary resurrection of faith and religion in America. As I have often said, to be a great nation, you must have religion and you must have God. So may God bless America, and may God bless you, Andy, and everyone in Trinidad and Tobago too. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, friends, and let's all be safe out there today, people.
Bang, 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 bang.
I ain't gonna lie, no boy. That Trump real good, you know. That man really, it is really.
Yeah, I think a good imitation.
Boy, good.
Yeah, good replica, and makes sense. Make a lot of sense, and of course, his All Fools Day presentation, I think, caught many. if they were not, as we like to suggest to them and admonish them to be discerning, you would get caught with the wrong information. But I suppose you can do that because the day itself give you that laxity, but certainly under normal circumstances, I think he makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. He do. But the choice of words is really make him sound like Trump too, because despite of whatever voice, the choice of words. The man is sound like the man.
Trump will use those words.
Yeah, boy.
Trump uses very simple words.
Yeah, boy.
He says they're bad people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Look, Lennox, boy. Look, Lennox sound like man. What you say? For the first time.
Bad people. Yeah. They're bad people. And we have to do something about it. They're bad people. The bad people.
I'm just gonna just blow them up. just best blow them up.
Yeah.
No need
we'll kill them all. but no, are you not, intrigued by the way how Americans speak when they are, in a conflict situation? They always talk about killing. I would be very hesitant to talk about.
Yeah,
I know it's a war. I know, but they just say we will kill them and we will do this, but always this violent thing, but making it look as though it is secondary and very simple because they are doing us, so therefore we will kill them. I find it strange that public officials will talk in that way, so blatant and so regularly, and it appears that it is endemic, if not a pandemic, because all of them speak that way.
That we're going to kill them, and Trump will be like,
yeah,
you be like,
our enemies will kill them
Iran
because they want to interfere with us. We will kill them first, and all of that kind of talk. Yeah.
Iran cannot have a bomb, a nuclear bomb.
I suppose there's nothing else you could say, because if a person losing their life, it's best to say that and done. But it's the way how they say it, as if, well, listen, it simply doesn't sound right to me.
I'll give them 48 hours.
As leaders, yeah.
48 hours I'm going to give Iran. And if they don't make a deal.
I'm going to obliterate.
Yeah, boy.
I'm going to bomb you into the Stone Age.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, those are significant statements. That one doesn't expect a leader, especially head of the greatest democracy, arguably, in contemporary times, and talking that kind of talk. That by itself should get you frightened, but the Iranians seem to be very, very stubborn, recalcitrant.
But I ain't gonna lie. With that kind of talk, that man this talk there, boy, I think Kim Jong-un, Russia, everybody, just holding back, just taking 3 steps backward because they don't know what he's saying, but this fella is a madman.
China will have second thoughts going into Taiwan.
All
the talk they're talking.
They're going to wait till he leave office. They ain't going to go with he there.
But it is very intriguing the way how they are, and that level.
No, but it's the first time in America's history we hearing a president or a head of state in America, or America talking so bold, so open. We're gonna bomb all the electricity. They don't no current. They don't have no current, and then I'm gonna bomb all the oil. They will never come back. They will never come back. They still have a chance if they make a deal to at least have some type of future. But if they don't make a deal, I'm gonna bomb them. They're gonna get hit so hard. They don't want to know what's coming. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder than the first time I asked them to make a deal. Yes, boy, that man mad boy though. But I ain't gonna lie, I kinda like he, though. You know what he say? He doing is what he doing, and not partner. Mm-hmm. It's better you know a man for what he is than you don't know a man. And the man too, he's sneaky. He talking with them. They like Venezuela. He talking with Venezuela. He come like a thief in the night. He talking with negotiating with them. He said to bomb them before negotiations.
Yeah,
the man tried.
He kill out the leadership. He decapitate the leadership. It's a good thing. Well, for them that they have disperse their leadership in such a way that they could still send a comforting thing. But you talk about thousands of sorties, thousands bombing, as opposed to one or two or a couple of drones that may or may not get through, or you're down one plane or two, and then you say, well, victory, but it's thousands, your entire infrastructure gone, and you're still fighting and believing that somehow that is a victory.
No, but it's the greatest too now.
I would have wanted to give up, like Maduro, like Maduro's, should I say, successors, and live to fight another day.
But why watch too, yeah? Yeah, why watch too? Venezuela. I like Venezuela. The interim president, she's cooperating. They love America. Right now, Venezuela love her. We are good friends. Then with Cuba now, I say, but this man mad here with Cuba. He said, somebody asked him, well, if after the Iran thing or whatever, he said, right now, they have nothing. They have no electricity. They have nothing. For a matter of fact, it reached a humanitarian situation. I think I'm going to take it. The media asked him, when am I going to take it? I don't know. I can take it if I want. I can leave it there. I think I'm going to take it. The man said he take it, Cuba boy.
He said they were Greenland.
Yeah, boy.
Even when as far as I say, he go attach Canada to the United States. But Canadians are them upset to the peak. Yeah, because it's about America's interests. That is all he concerned with. And you ought to, as a leader, as we have seen our Prime Minister demonstrating, but of course not that aggressive or belligerent or bellicose, but certainly but is a refreshing thing to see that people could focus on their own country rather than Rowley and they that were focusing on Venezuelan interests as opposed to ours and all of the others that are extraneous to us. But we have to go for a break.
Yeah.
And when we come back more, don't forget, people, of course, we do not have any capiche today, nor would we have, of course, a word of the day challenge.
Yeah, but before we go for that break, there one more thing with Trump. When he talk about, I'm thinking I'm going to take Cuba. Yeah. I went to question him, but nobody can stop me. I can take it if I want. Man say nobody can stop him if you want to take it. As in take Cuba.
Yeah, it's obvious. I mean, when you have that might, militarily in particular and economically at the same time, I mean, that's it. It will take some time before another country could reach the stage that the United States has reached. I don't think there'll be any other, frankly, in the future. It will be because they will not allow it. You see what is happening to Iran now, because they tried to give the United States a challenge, whether they could reach directly the mainland or not. And you see what has happened to them. So the United States will not allow that. North Korea get away, but nobody else would be allowed. But let's go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, no sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
From the road to the radio. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
I hear my name call.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, we are back. Time check. It's approximately 34 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. And the next thing I realize, all of the lines are open for you all. How was your holidays? What you all plan to do today? It's very rainy. Somebody tell me all in City all over rain. And you know the next thing I watch out too? The man saying playing they ain't losing. They're not losing no money because people saying look at how much money being spent. He say, and we are getting it back. And I like that. Someone he say, Venezuela have give us millions of barrels of oil. Yeah, they're just giving us oil right now. And then he say, no, with the Iran war, I think I'm going to take the oil. Man saying he's going to take the oil too, you know. Guys are different kind of fella, boy.
He's put a challenge to his allies as well, both in and out of NATO.
Yeah, boy.
But the Europeans, because, I mean, he's saying that they were reluctant. Spain doesn't want any American planes to land in there on any one of the bases there in their airspace, etc. And he says, and he get like a little child too. I will remember you. And but now that the Strait of Hormuz is under consideration, intense consideration, then of course go in and take it. Get some belly. Get some belly.
Yeah,
let's go to the line. We have a caller. A pleasant good morning.
Good morning, fellas. Happy holiday to
Same to you.
each and every one of you in the studio, and happy holiday to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The best speech in that thing from Trump is when he recognized Trinidad and Tobago in that speech. I enjoyed that speech too bad. He didn't leave me out at all.
Yes.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take one on this side here. Oh boy. Morning caller. Where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning?
Andy, somebody else on the line too.
Oh, but you go ahead, Beulah. Your boy Trump there, the man is playing top bad man.
I'll leave the man alone now because all you happy that how Trump bring Venezuela back to how it is, and I believe Delcy Rodriguez is the one who handed over she president. I don't know. That's just my take on it. But Trump is a businessman, and we need bold people like Trump to talk like that. He is also a businessman. The man know how to make money, how to spend money. The man know, and the man is, people would say that he's a madman, just like how they just call Kamala, all kind of thing, right? But thank God for Trump, because I see in Iran there how many people were celebrating freedom in Iran, and I see in Venezuela how many people celebrating, the freedom in Venezuela. And Delcy Rodriguez is, I don't know if she's the president or what she is there right now. But, I wish we had Trump down here to run down here. All them bandits, all of them going to have to run and hide because we's just a dot in the globe, right? And, of course, Trump will find them out using AI.
Chong will say, Laventy, I'm coming for you. It's not you're bad people. You're home invading. I'm going to kill you. Boy, the man is out.
Yeah, because I am happy that he's one man that although they tried to assassinate him and things like that, God knew why he spared Trump life to be in power, and many people would hate him. But all you had to come with good reasons why all you hate him, right? Because if it wasn't for Trump, Venezuela wouldn't have become back how it is. right? And I God bless Trump, and
But it looked like
he's
Cuba
the
and
only
all. It looked
president.
like he gonna liberate Cuba too. Well, he
Well,
liberated.
well, he will live. He does just talk like that, but he will liberate Cuba too, you know. And I am happy if he does because he know what Cuba going through, and people there. You see, people like suffering, you know, like Bossman. They like suffering, and they will always go against the one that who does do all the wrong, like how Bossman does talk about all the communist country. He don't talk about the countries that prospering. He talking about the country that is being dominated by communism, right? And we want every country want to be liberated. Not so?
So truth.
And I don't care what people say about Trump. Everybody need to examine their own life, because if them was president of America, what would they have done? That is my question.
That's true,
right?
that's true.
And God bless Donald Trump. I'm going to say Brother Trump. God bless Donald Trump because
that, you know. People might cuss you for
that
saying
is
God bless
okay.
Donald
That
Trump.
is okay.
Oh, God.
That is okay. That is okay. We are bold as a lion. And I take a stand, and he's the only president, before I go, he's the only president that I see in the White House will have a worship, will have prayer taking place in the White House, right? I have never seen that with the past government, only with Trump, because God assigned him to be there for a time and season.
Wow.
And wait and watch. You would see people would use excuse like, oh, he want the oil and he want the oil and this and that and the other. The man is a businessman. The man have brain like Olia, right? The man is a businessman. He went through all kind of assassination, all kind of attempt to be accused, falsely accused, all kind of thing. And God delivered him out of all of that, right? To be president today, to give Kamala a pen in she hand personally. And 10 years, 20 years from now, that pen, if that pen had to, what is the word, Lennox, auction or something, that will go for thousands of dollars, because that is the original pen.
All right.
So
Thanks very much. We have another call?
Yes,
We have another
yes.
call.
So thank you so much, Beulah. I was going to ask you. What
Welcome to the Ground Report.
Yes, good morning. Happy Easter to you all, everybody.
Same to you and yours.
I debunk everything that woman said. Trump is the most unpopular person in the world right now. Epstein files, January 6th, the election. And that negative about Trump. I can't see anybody in the real mind praising Trump. Look at the Venezuela, scene in Venezuela. Genetic strike. You are killing innocent people. All due process. Those people that are iota of evidence, drug vulnerable. And there are people supporting that. This government is supporting that. This man is no kings in America. It's the biggest donor they ever have against this man. This man is rubbish in America. And when that election comes in November, he's gone. He's gone. He's no good. The whole world is a mess because of this dotish man. Oil prices, inflation over America, over the world. A legitimate war. Their generals resigning. So they want to come back home. They refuse to go and fight in a war. All because of this. I don't want to describe this man.
All right, thank you.
Are people praising this man? Kamala praising this man? Well, don't get real, eh?
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh,
well, Andy, you know, I always have a difficulty with people who say things because it boils down to wishful thinking. Because here it is,
They
I'm
say
sure
the man
that
unpopular, and I do agree with that. That man is very popular.
No, what I'm saying is that he got elected recently when he was thrown out, and he had to miss a whole term. And frankly, right now, he knows that this is his last term, this is his second term, so therefore, while of course I don't expect him to be reckless, but certainly when one looks at what is being unearthed in Iran, there is justification really for the action that would have been taken in spite of the huge expenditure in military assets that would have been deployed there. The same thing with respect to Venezuela, because we would have benefited from that. So the person or the personality, I understand the person's issue as a person, but certainly in terms of interests for the United States, I think what he has done with respect, of course, to the present war in the Middle East is not just postpone something that might have been a year from now, but I'm sure that he has laid the foundation to make sure that Iran never get a nuclear weapon in the future.
Yeah,
we go for the line. We go to the line. President, good morning. Good morning. We lost that one. Go ahead, Andy.
Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. I see something they were.
Hey, look at your partner here, boy, Lennox. But I don't think he like Trump, you know. He don't like Trump.
I don't like Trump.
I think the fella, if I'm a Rima, I don't hear him at all these days, Andy. I look how much thing pass under the water.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Let me talk now.
Go ahead.
I see somebody post up something they saying they're on a rig and they're hiding and listening to the program. He putting everybody on a rig in danger because there are reasons for not wanting instruments that are not intrinsically safe operating on the rig. That means that is a safety issue. So he hiding and listening, he putting everybody on a rig in danger. That is one. And concerning Donald Trump hiding the Epstein files, that's going to bring him down because he participates in pedophilia in a big way. That is one. He want to take over Cuba. He want to take over. You know how much oil he gets from Venezuela since he sees them ship on the open water is where America sees. No oil is coming out of Venezuela. So that is a big scam that nobody want to look at here right now. Is propaganda they're spreading. Oil not coming out. No American companies not operating in Venezuela. Venezuela put out that thing where they inviting companies to come.
That is not true, but you go ahead. That's your opinion. You saying that no Venezuelan companies are operating in Venezuela at this point in time. I see things where they're on the ground. I see with Delcy working with these American companies.
That's not true. Almost a million barrels a day. Almost a million barrels a trip. All right, okay, go ahead.
If you say so, but I know America have been getting oil too from Venezuela.
Coming from? On what boat? His boat that was already loaded on the water is with his seas and send America. Right now, Venezuela is shipping oil. And all Trump take that money and put it somewhere in the Middle East. I think it's in Qatar. And the Iranian bombing the hell out of Qatar right now. So me and them Venezuelans get no money at all.
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you.
And there's the same man who say that America go afraid to go into Venezuela and or they have what hypersonic missile and all of that.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go to like
views or opinions expressed on the ground report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Right, like Joyce Ramier is saying, Trump goes for what he wants. Let me just read some of the onliners messages and them there quick, before we take any other call, just keeping them involved. Susan Bootman say Trump is a madman. It's a madman. Look what's going on in Iran. Andy, do you know how much gas up here, meaning gas going up in America since that Iran thing there? But he said, Trump also said, with that he expected that. He said, but he didn't expect it to be so low still, and that is a small price to play. That is where he said that gas up where Americans had to pay at the pump is a small price to pay. If Iran had they didn't abbreviate them or get rid of them having a nuclear bomb. Let me just run through this. Somebody say hi, cricket today, IPL. Okay. All right. Do you think that he will be tried for war crimes as have occurred to others in the past? No American president, no matter what, whether they talk about files, this, that, going and face no international court or nothing so, because they are not a part of the International Court of Justice. Not even, you see they say Puntin and all supposed to face crime. let her go for him now.
Putin. Even though they are a member, but the United States is actually not a member of the International Criminal Court. Yes, but we have to go for a break.
Wait. Let me just.
You have anything else? Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me just think how these people and them they and well somebody say how many times he declared bankruptcy, many bankruptcies, right? Somebody said that day. Yes, Andy, come on, quick, lady, be quiet. And Zelina is saying, lady, be quiet. That's Beulah, telling Beulah, be quiet. You don't know anything because you don't love here. GDM, Ground Report Family and Friends. All right, so Trump is a boss, Sherry. Sherry is saying Trump is a boss. Love him. He will make America great again. Wow. Lady, God bless Trump for raping, the alleged raping young girls and all of that is all any day. All them cases and them, the man never get thing. A man is innocent until proven guilty, and that's the law of America too. So again, all those things is just assumptions until proven different. I want to believe. Okay? Rick, caller must be looking for a green card. Rick is saying, Beulah, you're looking for a green card with that kind of talk you're talking there. And oh my goodness, get that crazy lady offline. Beulah, they just wire off the line. Stop talking about Trump like that. Hafiza D. Mohammed is saying the man was fined 38 felon charges, so he really good. Oh boy, I don't know. What is your opinion, caller? All right, you're right, caller. He is garbage. Oh my God, they say some people, all right, some people saying Trump is great, some people mixed reactions. I don't know. Trump forced Rowley to retire. That's the reason Rowley gone into hiding. Yeah, well, Trump may because that and all too. I really don't know. Andy, good morning. Happy Easter. President Trump is the only president, unlike Obama and others, who are addressing 47 years of global crimes by the Iranis, by the Iran militants and them. All right. So now let's go for that. America running things in Venezuela. That's what Just School is saying. America is running things in Venezuela, and that should he say it. Trump say plain that you see the energy industry in Venezuela, America running that. Any country that buy oil, it goes into funding and not where this man saying across the man tell the Qatar.
Well, there are some people who don't like to hear, see, and understand and being pragmatic that they are wrong, right? We were told by these elements, including, of course, Mr. I remember we have had a lot of to and froing over the years with respect, before, of course, what transpired recently, which is recent history. But the fact is that they were saying hypersonic missiles and all kind of really and truly it turns out to be hogwash. That they would have told us, and it was very easy, to, of course, to get Maduro, and now he's facing the criminal justice system in the United States.
Right. So before we go for that,
we understand their difficulty, but the reality is that Trump personality and his private travails, as opposed to his commitment to the United States, I think is chalk and cheese. And we need to look at it. I'm looking at it from the perspective as president of the United States and not his personal travail, whether he's a pedophile, whether the accusation is that, whether, of course, is other business deals, etc. But that is not what we on the ground report would focus on. We focus on just as how we would have had similar issues with Rowley, but he also failed in terms of policies and initiative and development for Trinidad and Tobago. So with Rowley and the PNM, it's a double whammy.
Right, before we go for that quick break, that man living in a dream world. I like Trump. Somebody said Trump breaking up NATO. They say Trump is mashing up NATO. Right? All right, but let me go for that quick break and come back. Let me go for that quick break. Way people hating. They say Trump will go down in history as one of the greatest presidents. Michael Baldio Singh is saying Trump will go down as in history as one of the greatest presidents. What Trump has accomplished, other American presidents has been trying to for 40 years.
I agree. As a president, I agree.
As a president,
because Bill Clinton was not immune to personal difficulty.
You all said let's go for the break.
Let's go for the break. Yeah, let's go for the break. And when we come back, before snipe us out.
Yeah.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact TN-Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact TN-Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At TN-Tech, safety is our priority. TN-Tech, the power to make it work.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Your news anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Mornings just got louder, bolder, and more informed. From 6 to 9 a.m., it's the Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith on Talk City 91.1. Nigel Snipes is live on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
So trying to make sure the lines are open, right? The lines are open. Let me just take one or two quick calls here because I have to go to some voice notes in a little bit. But again, very interesting, and we must be truthful to ourselves. Trinidad and Tobago, we must be truthful to ourselves. So while nobody in calling, let me just play some voice notes. Say quick. I'm sure it will be to attack Donald Trump, most likely.
Andy and Lennox, good morning. Andy, the man and Lennox, the man is simple because the man do not know other words to use. You don't understand, the man have a vocabulary, under 12-year-old vocabulary, that's what the man have. Well, I don't understand psychologists told him that the vocabulary is so limited. Do not use a lot of words that spell, more than 5 or 6 letters. So the man vocabulary is very, very limited. So you have to use small words and things like that. I don't understand. I see they want to go call and talk about Donald Trump, that they get a hat on. This is so exciting, man. Come on, brother. The man vocabulary is very limited, right? Very limited. Okay. Auntie and Lennox, morning again. I forget one more thing. Auntie, Lennox, you guys are getting excited when I was talking noise. Like we haven't making love excited. Auntie, Iran is not Venezuela. Come on, brother. You guys got to be smarter. Iran is not Venezuela, all right? Iran is a stubborn country. Very stubborn. And they have, 50, 20,000 of those drones. You don't know how much they have. So we have to be very careful in America. Because right now we are feeling the pinch of food. It is so expensive. So don't get too excited. Let's make a deal. We got to make a deal. We have to make a deal. We want to make a deal. So we don't get into this war. This war is costing us too much money and the world suffering. All right, I'm going to take that.
Yeah, more, yeah, Mike. I can't know. But I like Trump too bad, yes. I like him too bad. He do it. I will afraid Trump. You don't call election time just to make the man want to go to the war thing, you know. You understand? You got to pardon. You understand? And the man will not talk there. You know who thief oil and who shifting oil. Your coat clothes. It talks too much.
Andy and Lennox, good morning. I heard a deafening silence from Roger. Could you give me an update on what's going on with Roger?
Namaste, pleasant good morning to Neil De Silva, Valencia West. Councillor Neil De Silva. I will take a call instead of voice, so the rest of voice will be more than a minute now. This person will just talk for about 30 seconds. Yeah, but I lost here, man. So you get ready, you ain't get to talk. Dennis Paul, a pleasant good morning to you, Dennis Paul and Journey. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Yeah, let me know if you come back to Trinidad for the wedding or for the thing, boy. I was looking out for your call. Me ain't get that call yet. Remember, you had to talk. When you come back, we had to meet with Lennox Smith. With the talk, we talk. Dennis C. Paul. Maybe don't lapse on that now, man. Time passing. Lennox Smith will guide you in the right direction, man. You understand? Oh, boy. Hey, let me say good morning to Neil De Silva wife, Delia. Speedy recovery. All is well, man. And it's a good one, so don't worry. All pain and whatever will go from you, man. Hey, let's go for that news and come back. Aye, boy. The news earlier, the news. When we come back, more.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Good morning. This is the news. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is urging motorists to exercise caution and follow traffic laws during the Easter holiday period after a targeted DUI operation in Port of Spain resulted in 15 arrests. The exercise, conducted between midnight and 5 a.m. on April 5th along Park Street, led to 14 arrests for driving with breath alcohol levels above the legal limit and 1 arrest for driving without a valid permit. Police also carried out stop and search operations during the exercise, inspecting 176 vehicles and their occupants for illegal firearms and ammunition. The effort involved officers from multiple police stations. Authorities are reminding drivers that impaired driving poses a serious risk to public health and safety and are urging road users to avoid alcohol when driving, obey speed limits, and ensure they are properly licensed. In other news, Roman Catholic Archbishop Jason Gordon is urging citizens to embrace what he describes as the resurrection light as he delivered his Easter homily at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in Port of Spain. Addressing a packed congregation, Gordon acknowledged both the strengths and challenges within the country, noting that while there is much good, there is also a tendency towards negativity. He questioned how often people contribute to that negativity through complaints and social media, and encouraged a shift in focus towards hope and renewal. Gordon said living in the resurrection light means choosing to do what is right and rejecting despair, adding that the message of Easter points to life, overcoming darkness and death. A Caribbean Airlines flight from Kingston, Jamaica, arrived at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport on Saturday with an unexpected addition after a passenger gave birth mid-flight. The airline confirmed that the incident occurred on flight BW005, describing it as a medical event in which a woman went into labor while the aircraft was en route. Upon landing, both mother and newborn were attended to by medical personnel and are receiving care. Caribbean Airlines commended its crew for their professional handling of the situation, noting that established procedures were followed to ensure the safety and comfort of all passengers. The airline also confirmed that no emergency was declared during the flight. Turning to sport, veteran cyclist Kwesi Brown advanced to the finals after defeating Donald James in a hard-fought semi-final that required 3 riders to determine the winner. James fell during the second ride after contact between the riders' bikes and was granted a re-ride, but Brown's experience ultimately proved decisive as he secured victory. In a bronze medal race, Kyle Caraballo rebounded from losing the opening ride to defeat James in the next 2, claiming 3rd place. The women's keiring delivered a close finish, with Jamaica's Dahlia Palmer edging Barbados's Amber Joseph at the line, while Trinidad and Tobago's Phoebe Sandy finished just behind in a tightly contested race. Campbell emerged as the standout performer in the endurance events, leading a dominant showing by Trinidad and Tobago cyclists. He won the men's elimination race as local riders swept the top 4 positions and followed up with victories in the scratch and tempo races. In the 100-lap points race, Campbell secured another win with 61 points, finishing ahead of compatriot Jaden Neves on 56, with both riders lapping the field. The event also featured strong performances from the younger competitors, highlighting emerging talents across the region. Looking at the weather now for the period today until midnight, Trinidad and Tobago will have cloudy conditions with occasional showers and periods of light rain. 1 or 2 showers will become heavy and be accompanied by gusty winds. Conditions will gradually become settled during the afternoon. Tonight will be mostly settled with a light breeze, despite 1 or 2 brief showers. Street flooding is possible in heavy showers. And that's the news to 8 o'clock.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Imagine needing urgent legal guidance, but living miles from the nearest office. This reality affects thousands of citizens, and the Ministry of Justice is working to bring solutions closer to home. Speaking at the launch of the Legal Aid and Advisory Authority's 2 mobile units, Minister of Justice, the Honorable Devish Maharaj, highlighted the barriers many citizens still face in spite of sub-offices and outreach programs by the LAAA.
However, despite these efforts, it has become increasingly clear that many citizens, particularly those in rural or underserved communities, still face significant barriers when trying to access legal services. For some individuals, traveling to an office can involve long commutes, transportation costs, or logistical challenges that make seeking legal advice difficult. Recognizing these challenges, the Legal Aid and Advisory Committee conceptualized a solution, bringing the office directly to the people. The need for innovative approaches to service delivery has also been reinforced by the growing demand for legal advice and representation. Over the last year, approximately 15,205 members of the public accessed legal advisory services from the authority, representing a significant increase when compared with previous years.
He says this figure reflects the wide cross-section of the population that depends on these services.
The types of matters for which citizens most frequently seek legal assistance also highlight the everyday challenges faced by many families. The most common matters included divorce, land and property disputes, compensation or monies owing, estate matters, domestic violence matters, and maintenance application. I can tell you that when I meet my constituents every Tuesday, and some members of the legal team is here, we are flooded with legal requests, and many times we have to refer them to the legal aid.
Minister Maharaj highlighted how this project reflects the government's long-term commitment to improving the justice system.
The realization of these mobile units was made possible through the Public Sector Investment Program, commonly known as PSIP. Through this program, the government continues to invest in initiatives that strengthen public services and directly benefit the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. This collaboration reflects a strong partnership that exists within the justice sector to ensure that meaningful improvements are made in how legal services are delivered to the population.
Minister of Justice, the Honorable Devish Maharaj. The 2 mobile units form part of the Legal Aid and Advisory Authority's efforts to modernize operations and bring professional legal assistance closer to communities across Trinidad and Tobago.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union.
Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before. A brand new era of talk radio is here.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 9 minutes past your of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Gong Report. You're truly the pitbull of radio. Lennox Smith. And Director Snipes in studio. Trinidad and Tobago, remember, this is a Trinidad and Tobago, it's a worldwide program. But I realize what's trending is Trump. What's on all front burner is Trump. Like, you all have nothing to talk about what's going on with you all in Trinidad and Tobago from since Friday, that long weekend, to today. But remember, it's you all have to organize and come with the front burner. Eh? It's you all have to do that. So, but again, it's what direction you all go.
We have a call.
Go ahead, call.
We lost it? We lost? Okay,
Andy
sorry about
Williams,
that.
Lennox.
Yeah, let me take this one. Go ahead.
Caller.
Yes, Andy Williams.
Yeah.
Beulah is right. Beulah right. We need to get a agreement to stop this fighting and killing all these innocent people. So, Beulah, you're right. But one thing I disagree about Beulah, she don't really understand anything. She was going to talk blah, 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 blah. She don't understand politics. She don't understand. But no, she understands taking and she can't know. Because Beulah, you make no sense. None at all. We need a ceasefire, but because a lot of people are going to get killed. Donald Trump needs to make an agreement, some kind of agreement, not to fight Iran. Iran is not Venezuela. After the Beulah stupid, she know what she's talking. Venezuela is not. Iran is not Venezuela. They will fight. They have about 10, 20,000 drones. Drone do more danger than anything in the world. The drone is more dangerous because if you shot 500 drones Israel, they could protect all of that. No, we need a ceasefire. And because you know what, if we get to war, third world war, Trinidad got to fight for America now. But they don't fight, we will send them back to Trinidad. We don't want them in America. That's the attitude of the guy. All you got to realize that look like when people talk about Donald Trump, that's sex, but they're excited. They really, this is crazy, man. So you guys don't understand. Oil price is going to kill. Yeah, Trinidad going to make money, but think about food. Listen, we need a ceasefire and we need agreement to come to some for the other. You blow up everything and you think Iranian going to stand up for America and say, the man blow up the whole country, we love America? Or the Muslim country in the Middle East love America for that? Boy, when it comes to joint, Muslim will come together, Shia, whatever they call them or whatever, they will come together because the man will blow up whole the Middle East. So they won't have no water, they go drinking seawater. The man, they're telling all them what to do. Let the man come to agreement. It looks like Trinidad, like Beulah, like she has get an election when she talking about Donald Trump, this Messiah rubbish, already talking about. This is rubbish. You know about Jesus talking a crap. Even here today, talking rubbish about the White House about Jesus. Donald, come on, brother, we got to be smarter, intelligent. Nobody likes the man here.
But
Even his own people.
But then who save his life? But then who save his life? She say, Jesus Christ, God
what
save
life?
his life.
What life? The man shoot to miss.
The attempted murder.
Miss. That's you telling me I have gone with a big binoculars. You go shoot and you go miss him, and you have a aim where you could aim from 100 miles away to see the exact heart you want to shoot. You go shoot to what the TPS. I mean, come on, all you gotta be real, brother. Shoot to miss, and so the man go come and we go cry. You see, they want to kill. Who was it? Was a Republican shoot at him? Wasn't no Democrat. You're a Republican. The man registered a Republican. You guys gotta be real, man. You know, I like the man he saving Trinidad. I don't like his policy, but I like the man he helping Trinidad. The man take over Venezuela. That's an easy picking. That's like gonna pick it out. It's somehow a tree in Trinidad. Go just grab it. Nobody stop you. That's easy. Iran is not Venezuela. So Beulah and all the people who just get go off like they're having sex when they're talking about the man, you know. Jesus, Beulah, you stay home and take care of your cat. Use that businesswoman, you know business. The man ain't making no money. The man now making money. Because all this raw dealing, making all over the world to get money, crypto money, all about
All right.
to hide money. He not making money. So
All
be
right.
careful where you ask for, right?
Thank you very much. Next caller. Short and sweet. We had to make it short and sweet.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning to you. And where you calling from? And what's your contribution to the Ground Report this morning?
Cheer
up.
Yeah, I already want to bring her back all things, but I watched a video where they tried to assassinate you, and the only person I see there was God.
Okay.
You understand? Watching that video and seeing how those shots went, no, it's only God hand could have intervened there, not man.
So you like Trump?
I like everybody. God say hate nobody.
All right.
You can't say no reference. Everybody do what they have to do.
All right, QF. Next
I'm
caller.
not against and not, you understand? I go with the flow.
All
right. Man business, I just listen and I feel, well, you know, when I hear what people say, but I don't really go off on to listen news and those shit, but politics.
All right, QF.
And here this.
Go ahead, next caller.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Just
To your
Santos,
previous caller,
what's what you just called from? America?
Yeah,
It's America. You don't want to stay away, but just America. All right. Just want to know.
Thank you, I
I know you
appreciate
called to dispute the previous caller. You always have a problem with how they talk. But let's hear. Go ahead, Dos Santos.
No, I don't have a problem. They are free. They're entitled to their opinions and not their facts. And just the point that he's saying, a binoculars is used on a gun. It's called a scope, sir. Right? And all I have to ask you, right, as I ask many, people who drink the blue Kool-Aid of the Democrats, do you know what a woman is? And I will leave it at that. And that's why, right? For 47 years,
but Trump said plain,
for 47 years, previous presidents have kicked this can down the road. And Iran and their proxies, and not just the people of Iran, they're good, decent people, the Persians, right? But Iran and those dirty mullahs have done everything against everyone around the world, okay? And one more thing, NATO will not be the same, right? The French, the English, and so on. Eastern Europe will be the stronger part of NATO now. Because you know why? These wussies in England, in France, and other places, including Germany, right? They had such open border policies, just like what Biden was encouraging, that they're afraid to do anything because it's out of control. That all those radicals and extremists from places like Iraq and Iran, it's only a matter of time before they strike. Yeah, there's only a matter of time before they strike here too. But guess what? At least we have somebody who's showing leadership. I ain't too keen about Donald Trump, but guess what? Compared to the alternative, man, come on, be real. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Cheers.
Wow. Let me continue. Wow. What's going on in Trinidad earlier? Let me continue. I can't fight earlier. It's up to earlier. We only wanna.
We have a caller here. We have a caller. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Well, this show real interesting today.
Thank you.
But this thing, the caller before made some points he tried to dive away from. This whole thing is staged. You want just now with the war, Iran looking for Trump. No, Iran is in the right here. Iran is in the right. Nobody in the mind will. What's going on here? We're watching at a stage performance. Israel is getting the treatment that they justly deserve in all of this. They are the ones. They are the terrorist nation in that part of the world. And when we go along with the propaganda that they always write and going along, Trump, when he went into office, was proclaiming himself to be a man of peace, right? He ended all these wars. Yet he in the pockets of these Zionist billionaires, so he going along with their program. This have nothing to do with what they said. The same way, we're not getting any casualty figures about the dead in Israel or the American soldiers that are dying. All of this is under lock and key. The TV don't show you what's happening in Israel. All of that is banned. If you do that as a reporter across there, you're liable for jail, or if you're not so lucky for them to arrest you, they kill you, they shoot you. We allowing this in this country, this in the when we give up on your neighbor. My grandparents always telling me, your neighbor is your closest family. When we do that, what we do to Venezuela, what we do now to Cuba, and the rest of CARICOM, that is totally out of line with what we claim to be. Islands of the Blue Caribbean Sea, side by side, we stand. We kick that somewhere down the hatch.
Right, but before you go,
we
caller,
go back to
so
what
before
we stand for, or what we say we stand for.
Right, but before
and
you go,
be positive
before you go, caller,
not under the influence of people with money and what we claim to be power. Look at what the power leading them into.
Right, but caller,
this is a big debacle, but this is something that the rest of the world, especially smaller.
right, well, you ain't hearing me. You have to listen to caller. Right, let me take a call on this side.
all.
What I wanted to ask him is that with how we talk there, like I was just going to ask, which means you do not agree with Kamala Prasad Bisesa as in supporting America against liberating Cuba and liberating people of Venezuela. But go ahead, wait, I want on this side too, but go ahead.
Caller, go ahead.
Good morning, Andy.
Make it short and sweet. Go
All
ahead.
the listeners, very good, happy, blessed Easter Monday. I want to bring it back home. I want to talk about the guardian of dishonesty and the article on Carl. Apparently that person, I think she has some relationship with Small Pill, tried to put the blame on the UNC for the Carl business. But you remember KPB won. The first statement she made, Trinidad is not an ATM, because that deal with Jamaica and Carl was one of the most heinous deals orchestrated by the PNM, Luke Jack, Bert Stewart, and they handed to Kamala to basically sign off, and she couldn't do anything because the whole of CARICOM was basically pushing against that. They want to say brotherhood of CARICOM is a brotherhood of wrongdoers. Go back and see who basically plot. It was Butch Stewart and I think a fellow by name and Luke Jack.
All right.
That Air Jamaica was bleeding, was making a lot of money. Butch Stewart had basically own half of the shares in Air Jamaica, you know. And I suspect he made that deal with, hey boy, hey Rowley, Manning ought to fix that for we. We go come and try to build a hotel in Trinidad.
All right, thank you.
Any views or opinions expressed on the ground report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
All right, let me take the call on this side. Morning, caller.
Pleasant morning to Andy Williams, the Pitbull. Good morning to Lennox Smith and Snipe. This is Tabakit, Grand Rising. Andy, you hearing me, sir?
Yes.
All right. So let me come home in a good way. I want to give a suggestion this morning to the government and to the Honorable Prime Minister. A lot of people may not like it, but I think we have to do this, Andy. I am now making a clarion call to the Prime Minister and the government to stop funding immediately to all special groups, to all religious groups, to all groups, all funding, stop it now. I think people is complaining, they're saying, all right, we don't have money to give anybody. So I'm saying, you know what? It's time that the government come out and tell the people, look, we do not have money. Come till next year, 2027, when we get money, then we could start giving funding. So, for instance, to all religious groups, to all groups like Emancipation, Mahatsabha, any group, that way they're going to give 10 million, 3 million, 4 million, any group. The country do not have money. We cannot upkeep that. And when we get back money, then we will be able to give money. I am saying the time has come. I think the Prime Minister have to give all these groups and religious institutions the bitter pill. I think the time has come. Andy, what is your opinion before I come off, and Lendy, before I come off the phone?
I agree with you, including beside religious group or cultural groups, everybody. Everybody stand on their own bottom.
Yes, because I'll tell you why. You see, we do not have money. Look what's happening with the nurses and everybody. And the country don't have the money. So I am saying, let us lead by example. It's a bitter pill. People may talk. I am saying here what? If you're running your religious group, let your members put money. If you're running any group, what you name it, let sponsor you. When the economy start back doing good, we're going to sign the Dragon Gas deal by 2027. Tell them, look, you all wait, and then that will be leading with responsibility, a responsible leader. So it's not to say, all right.
All right, thank you very much. Next caller, make it short and sweet. Go ahead, we get a point, Tabaki. Thank you so much for your great contribution, Tabaki. Go ahead. Go ahead, Brother Lenny.
Brother, morning. Morning to you, Brother Lennox. Listen.
But Brother Lenny,
I want you.
Brother Lenny, before you talk, make sure you know what you're saying, because Kenrick Prasad is listening.
Yes. I don't care about Kenrick Prasad. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I don't care about Kenrick Prasad. Listen to me. Let your callers know, especially the one, he just like Kenrick Prasad. He knows nothing himself. Ask him. What happened couple months ago?
Which one? Besides?
Listen.
All right.
He know he just spoke a couple minutes ago. Ask them what happened couple months ago when thousands of women and girls got shot on the streets of Iran by their own government. Thousands. Why they don't speak about that? Why they don't speak about that? That's all I want to say, brother. That's all.
Oh, gosh. Man is a serious man. Let's continue quick. Go ahead, call us short and sweet. Only don't have much time.
Yeah, Andy. What I want to say is I'm very disappointed that the UNC doesn't stand up and dispute the rumors that people are making with facts. Like, for instance, in 2024, the 5-6 persons were killed during a state of emergency, including the prosecutor. They're supposed to be getting up and saying these things. Somebody's supposed to be saying these things. The nurse's salary supposed to be from since 2013, right? They wouldn't talk about that and talk about, somebody from the UNC supposed to stand up and talk about and show people that since 2013, the salary, the dispute has been going on 10 years under the PNM, right? They just come and say, and they do not talk these things and dispute all the things that people are saying. Thanks.
Okay, next caller. Short and sweet, morning caller. Where are you calling from?
Hey, pleasant morning, Andy Lennox and Director Sniper Pista. Andy, we have a long weekend with everybody fasting, praying. Are you possible coming and praying for Donald Trump? You see something wrong with them? We have so much going on in our country. People ain't getting paid. April the 10th, the nurses are looking to hit the streets because they say they can't survive on 2013 salary. They have no money in the country. Like it's only have money for politicians. As people to get money, they have no money. So she praying for Donald Trump. You continue praying for the Antichrist and for the slave masters and them, man. And they have a blessed week. I like that shirt you have on there. Bless.
Oh, sir. Let me just continue them calls. Hey, Lord. Only short and sweet. Go ahead, call us short and sweet. Only can't take too long.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, where are you calling from, caller?
I'm calling from New Grand, sir.
New Grand. Yes, New Grand. What's your contribution on the number program, the Ground Report this morning?
My contribution is that I saw there's a surcharge on the TNTech electricity bill for commercial buildings. could you find out what is the code for that and let us know on your program?
Yes, Lennox Smith, you'll just find out a surcharge on the TNTech bill for commercial billing. Commercial billing, they have a surcharge. You want to know what that's from? You know who'll be able to help us? Mr. X. He's a director in TNTech anyhow. So you go just ask X that when you do see him again, what that is about. Yeah. Remember that the man that know everything. You know? So let me take that. Thank you so much, caller. Let's go to the next call there. Let me answer that. Yeah, the man say he government or what? I go defend my government in every way. My government, let me answer why TNTech have a surcharge and what that surcharge is about. Right, so now I know no more calls calling. Let me go to those WhatsApp there because people quarreling. The real quarreling.
Hi, gentlemen. A special good morning and blessings to you, Andy, Lennox, and Director Snipes. It is so nice that you could be here on this Easter Monday that is a holiday. Thanks to you guys. Andy, gentlemen, I am looking at the news last night, and I am seeing again this idiot Stuart prancing and carrying on. For the whole weekend he was on the news. And I am wondering why it is these people have no respect. It's a question I have asked already when the UNC government is in power. But I heard them saying they're asking the minister and they're not getting no answer. Well done, government. You all have to remember, you all are the government, you all are in charge, and no amount of bullying, no amount of gallerying, no amount of encouragement for destruction by the 1% media is going to make any one of you come and answer or get frightened. Let them do what they want, you understand? But the pit that all of them digging, they're going to fall in it. And what I want to find out, this thing about the money, the overtime money, it was not Dr. Tim Gopi that said it, it was a report from the auditors. But what I want to find out, why it is so many people in this country, they are breaking the law, they are doing what is wrong, and they are not being held for misbehaving in public office. You understand? And when you listen to this story, I was listening to Stephen Reese on Breaking Dawn. I don't miss that after the ground report. And when you hear, he is so good when you see he gives his editorial. When you hear the amount of racket that is going on in behind the scene, and there's a lot of them involved, all who signing off this and all who signing off that, put it in the public domain. Why it is up to now, we have so much evidence of corruption across the board with the PNM, with CPEP, with the nurses, with everybody and everything. Why it is nobody is charged as yet? Why it is? Like Trinidad is the only country in the world where people who is minister and who might have some sort of special position or whatever don't make jail. Like the jail is only for them boys. All of them should have been charged and should be going up the courthouse step. You understand? And the government sitting down there and allowing them to decide to look bad when it's all these criminal in jacket and tie who was in the PNM. Listen, my voice not going to be too long this morning, but let me tell you this now. It's time for all these lawbreakers to face the court. And one more thing before I go. I heard Stephen saying that they were paying, the PNM government was paying over $3 million a month in overtime. Why it is this $3 million was not used to employ more doctors and nurses? That is why all of them are ranting and raving and marching and parading now. Because the racket, the underhand dealings, it is being dealt with and it is being stopped. So when they tell you they have no staff and they have no this, all you have no staff because the staff there was getting endless money. And instead of employing other people on the outside to get money. As I always say, not all, but all you know all yourself. You understand? But let me tell you now, things in this country will be fixed. And don't think, idiot, don't think that Tim Gopi Singh or the Minister of Health or nobody in this government afraid you and the nurses. All you want to come out and march and prance, come out and march and prance. Because you didn't come out and march and prance when you get a tin of biscuit. You understand? All you ain't frightening nobody here, yeah? And I hope the government deal with all you. Put all you in all your lane. Plenty nurses and plenty doctors out there are not employed. Bring them in and fire all you. Understand? You see all you playing all your bad? But we're going to fight fire with fire and let righteousness in this country prevail. Because, you know, we ain't taking all your PNM bad attitude no more. Blessings, people, and enjoy your Monday.
Leon Charles, I see like you delete your message. I was now going to your message there. I see like you delete it. So let me open the here. What we're going to do? We're going to take, we quite have no more voice notes. Somebody say, if all Marbernie pack up now or something. So no, Marbernie does make she contributions every day. She might be just not on today or what. Or she might be listening and in ready to contribute, right? So let's take that break and
we have to go for a break.
Yeah, when we come back more. Right on the Gong Report.
Yeah.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you that's what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most. On air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Trinidad! Are you ready? So Trinidad! Are you ready? No! By public demand, coming to Sapa, Laugh Till Your Belly Bust Part 2! In partnership with Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Limited, Sunday, 17th May, showtime, 6 p.m. sharp. Come see Victor St. Louis Pell and all his funny friends.
I tell a man the other day, I say, I is the smartest man in the world. He said, how so? I say, ask me any question and I could answer it. He said, how much seconds in a year? I said, 12 seconds. He said, how? I said, January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd.
Get a superstar.
Hey, one of my neighbor girl horn him. The man run and drink poison, boy, he dead. You know why? He drink it in the living room.
Mini Spider-Man Antoine, Andrew Friday, The Saint.
I trying to play hide and seek in the hospital, but they only keep finding me in ICU.
Added to the cast, Damian Melville and Paniska is back. Get your tickets now. General tickets are priced at $200, VIP $350, and Legend Sports Bar, 22 Agar Road, Point Fortin. Senga's Restaurant, number 65, High Street, Saparia, opposite Massey Stores. Dev's Barbershop, Cookier, Pies Bar, Maraval Road, Joanne's Bar, Los Charros, and IslandEtickets.com. It's happening on the 17th of May at 6 p.m. sharp. For more information, call 358-5001. Love till your belly bust.
Voices you know, trust, and respect are the very best in talk. Talk City 91.1. Mornings just got louder, bolder, and more informed. From 6 to 9 a.m., it's the Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith on Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yes, Andy, you all having the mark for today? Today have playway and thing Cashport. Today it come like an honorary holiday. So my mark today is Rory, as you know the number.
Pleasant good morning, Mikey, Lennox, Andy, and Sir Snipes. Well, I guess the previous caller on the WhatsApp mentioning why these people not getting arrested based on overwhelming corruption, evidence being by audit and by other means of necessary follow the money, as they say. And the only problem is the TTPS, which is Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and the DPP. Them is the two that playing games. So I guess, to each his own. In other words, and if those two entities is a PNM entity, they're not going to go after these fellows and them. They're going to wait until the next election, next 5 years and all them kind of things. So when election call, you understand, nothing happening. So this is straightforward, evidence and all them kind of things. It didn't take long for them to come up with, charges, personal, whatever it is, bring them to court and, let them go through the process. But they ain't doing it because I guess they may be part of the problem. You understand? So that is just my humble opinion. And happy Easter, everyone. Blessings.
Andy, Lennox, good morning again. Andy, I find you give a definite silence to the question that I asked. I'm really concerned. Could you please give me the update on what's going on with Roger? Please.
Well, nobody else. I just tuned in. I didn't know y'all. But I hear y'all talking Trump, and of course, it gets a little bit strange. But Andy and Lennox had a little discussion, and you all seem to be struggling with Donald Trump's bellicose language, according to Lennox, man. Understand something, people. The rest of the world constantly uses bellicose language, right? And aggression. From what I hear in a lot of the callers, is like if only the US does it. The thing is, the world holds countries like the United States of America and Europe and the West in general by a different standard to other parts of the world. The Iranian leadership for decades have been chanting in their parliament, almost like a routine thing, death to America. They would just stop doing what they're doing, and they just stand up and start chanting death to America, death to Israel, death in their parliament. The constitution of Hamas and Hezbollah, which are proxies of Iran, meaning they use them as forces to conquer the Middle East. And I played you something with the Saudi Arabian prince, saying that Iran is expanded into the Middle East and they intend to conquer it. Well, of course, Iraq with Hezbollah, in Yemen you have the Houthis, you have the Islamic Jihad, all these proxies all over the Middle East interfering. The whole half of Lebanon is run by Hezbollah, interfering for decades in these countries, right? Not only bellicose language, but bellicose actions. But they are held to a different standard. So in the Israeli-Hamas war, right, they're quoting how much with the Israelis, and they're using Hamas figures, ridiculous as that sounds, about what Israel is doing, but absolutely nothing about what Hamas has done. Because again, they're held to a different standard. That's the problem the world has with Trump. The standard that they would normally hold a Western leader, president, he does not apply he does not subscribe to. That's the problem they have with him. And he does not care about elections, winning election. You have a midterm this year. No U.S. president would have ever done what he did regarding Venezuela and Iran with a midterm, right? Right around the corner. He does not care about that. He cares about his legacy, and he cares about stopping a world war with China. And Lennox Smith hinted at it. Everything he has done in Venezuela and Iran and elsewhere is to signal to China, don't do it. You won't win. You have fooled yourself into believing that technologically you can match us militarily. Right? And I'm demonstrating to you all the equipment in Venezuela, Iran, and everywhere else are failing against me. So don't do it. And the world would not appreciate that it's only history will record that many decades from now to understand what he did. He did something that the West used to do, that used to prevent wars. That's called deterrence. And yes, he would vocalize it, hopefully not having to do it. It come like a guy, you meet a guy in the street, you all will cuss each other first before you actually swing blows, right? So that's what he's doing with the bellicose language. He's trying to engage in deterrence to prevent certain conflicts. But if you don't hear, you go feel, right? And most people won't appreciate that because they don't like America, they don't like white people. America bad. Imagine people seeing groups like Hamas as being good in the face of this, right? What has happened over years, especially the last 10 years, is the West has been taught to hate itself. The people living in the West with all these freedoms have been taught to hate itself as infiltration from outside. Right? That's why a lot of people don't understand what the real fight that is going on in the world today is about rebalancing that.
So the real fight is about rebalancing that. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. While it have no more, they make the program today a Trump's program. And we have a lot of other things that we could have talked about. But again, it's your front burner, and that's your front burner.
No, but I think appropriately so, because remember we are living in a global environment. It is a small world, and these activities are affecting us domestically. And therefore, we have a duty and responsibility to share and to raise points that would ultimately redound to our interests. For example, what is happening in the Middle East now means what? A higher figure for a barrel of oil and gas for us. And therefore, while, of course, we are not intrinsically involved, that is an American thing, the thing about it is, I'm sure some people are praying that this thing lasts a little more because we will get more in the coffers of the country, and therefore ease our domestic economic problems that clearly one of which is a cash strap that we are, in fact, engaged in and are experiencing. So, that's from a narrow perspective.
I was going to share, but you couldn't have said it better, Lennox.
That's reality. So therefore, well done to those who would have brought that to the fore and make it part and parcel of the discussion today.
I'm extremely proud of the callers this morning.
I
clearly shows that they're on a different
they're
level.
on the ball. They are aware of geopolitical issues as they directly or indirectly affect Trinidad and Tobago, is part and parcel of the discussion and must be engaged. Good morning. We have a caller there?
Andy. Andy, one thing. I listened to some of the callers. Patricia Reed and to the rest of them who don't like my contribution and want all you to get me off. That is okay, all you could do what all you want. But at the same time too, I just want to tell them when all you're making all your contribution, whether all you like it, what I say or not, lay off my animals, please. Do not call the cats them name. Just lay off that. I have a name, address me by my name and not my animals, please. I don't like it. And I'm really getting tired of it because everything is about the cat. Right? Lay off at that. And don't call my Jesus name and laugh at him and things like that, because many people that mock the Lord, the days come to an end. Be careful of that name. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living God. Lay off of that too. Okay, Andy?
All right.
She's meticulous about her cats.
Don't talk about your cat.
Yeah, you could attack me.
But don't interfere with your cat.
If it comes to that, because she seemed to have broad shoulders, so that the guy just sponge, and that will just bang off or ricochet, but do not interfere with the woman's cat.
That's all. That's what the woman said.
A fair position that she has taken.
Yeah,
right?
don't interfere with your cat, right? Let me continue.
She's talking, not the cats. Right. And of course, somebody was asking about the position of Roger. But if I was Roger in the present circumstances, I would remain silent too. Not so. I mean, 50 million US, that you're getting just to do a feasibility study. And of course, the government is saying that they are stridently pursuing the rehabilitation or the resuscitation of the oil refinery. Why would you want to speak? The time will come when you have a lot of speaking, when of course the exercise would have materialized.
Exactly.
And then of course he could become loquacious. Now he could talk as much as he wants, but certainly I won't be talking. So I think the caller must understand that. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning to the magnificent tree. I just want to say this quickly. It started come like when Moses went up to collect the 10 Commandments, and he raised up the people to protest against God, and they built the golden calf. At the end of the day, I want to tell you, it worth it, because all our go suffer for what all you're doing people in the long run. Money to him, 30 pieces of silver for Judas, and he ain't do nothing with it after. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one.
Hey, Andy, that guy who's all and talking, everything he talk fast. I agree. He makes a lot of sense. But that's the guy who predicts that the black woman going to win the election. And from then I tell him, no, you don't understand. She's not going to win. The Pennsylvania governor, the Republicans are not going to win. And I hope that he's right, that the Indian fella, Vivek Ramaswamy, I hope he wins governor wherever he goes out, Ohio. I hope he will, because they're backing all of them. But Trump needs to back them. That's how they're going to win. And he do not do it. All right, Andy. Tell the man who predict. His prediction so far maybe 1 out of 10.
We have a caller on this side. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lennox, the Honorable Mr. Lennox.
Morning.
Mr. Pitbull, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yes,
morning,
he's here. Go ahead, yes.
Yes, my brother, good morning. Just coincidentally, last night I was dreaming. We went down by a house, a talk show host house in Diego Martin. And good comrades come together, and the talk show host was barring around his whole place, and he was digging. We was digging the fence. I don't know if the town country the border is out for him, and it's a very good thing, and it was very, very nice, that interaction. But I'll leave that right there. Mr. Pitbull and Mr. Lennox, I see within over the Easter holidays, boy, so much life, so much accident in the nation, roadways, boy. Right now, it's thunder in the Kutia down Maracas Bay down there. Last night, if it's how late it is, was to come out today. Well, today, it will be more chaos down there. Boy, I have serious things. Why we are asking for the law enforcement police officers? Good morning to all the CTPS officers. These criminal elements were beating people, harassing people, robbing people, going in maxi, robbing people, right, doing home invasion. The police officer, this is a SOE. We're reminding you all have emergency powers. Apprehend these people, beat them and make them talk. Just imagine yesterday, boy, Lennox, a lady walking and they wrapping the lady chain. Man, she had no choice, but she biting on the finger, right? This is a serious thing. And we hear, I was listening a little earlier on, a lot of callers call in. and they're talking about corruption like never before, right? We ask them what hiding the dark, it will come to the light, it's coming to the light. These corruption persons must be held accountable, but what we see now, you know, a great leader, may his soul rest in peace, we see that someone had said, the enemy of the enemy is my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing has been done about it because I give some high-profile thing. It will come out, you know, but not now. These because I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars to back me.
Thank you.
But
Yeah, we have some other calls. We have some other calls and some finishing up to do. So thank you very much. Yes, we got the gist of it. Andy, we have another call.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy.
And I want on this side right after Anderson, eh? Done on here. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Anderson.
Okay, hello?
No. All right.
You
go ahead before
right
Anderson.
after me, Andy.
Because you was there before Anderson. Go ahead, get quick. Anderson, one.
Hey, boy.
Go ahead, caller.
St. Joseph, nobody don't want to hear what you dream. And you come, but you hear Anderson this morning. Anderson now calling. One Anderson 10 minutes will listen to that. Right? And we need to talk about the excuse. If Trump and them in war, or wherever the mama guy in the serve, once things raise, once the oil and the gas raise, and once we get in money, the poor people go like that. We need to talk about the poor people getting the rest of money, some get some, and who name in day, that the people get the money this week coming here. And to you, Pula, if you have plenty cats, what is it what people to talk about? And you get to wait somebody have plenty cats, they say, God, this one cat only coming across by me and messing up my yard. You have plenty cats, that's what people go talk about. If you have plenty, they ain't going to talk about it. They going to say, she have no cat, but this one have plenty cat. You the woman have plenty cat. And St. Joseph, track that this first time Anderson called, and Anderson has only talked about the issues and things affecting the country and want this government to stay into government by doing the right thing. Right now the grass going high, the place looking messy. Right? And this is the thing we need to talk about the volley on the ground. You come away a dream calling him.
Thank you. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy and Lennox.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Andy and Lennox. Hello, you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, go ahead, loud and clear.
All right, yes. First of all, let me say that I want to congratulate the Prime Minister for choosing the correct side in all these issues, this international issue. If we had listened to some of those people and she did not side up with Trump, where we would have been with regards to Maduro and the oil and whatnot. But secondly, I want to state very clearly that people take things for granted in the free world, the free Western world. You see, in the Western world, in democracy, people could take even a prime minister to court and get justice. There's a justice system in most and nearly all the Western countries. But countries like Tehran and China and Russia and North Korea, you have no justice for the individual person. And people just forget that this exists. And we have to be aware of that and fight for that to preserve that. And there's another question that comes up. Why was Iran for so many years, 20, 30 years, building all these underground bunkers, manufacturing so many missiles? Why were they doing this? Why were they looking for nuclear weapons? It is just because they want to dominate the eastern Asian countries with the oil and whatnot. And they have taken over countries like Palestine with the Hamas. They have taken over Lebanon with the Hezbollah. They have taken over Yemen with the Houthis. Why are they doing all this? They have a motive, and that motive is to dominate the Western world and spread the Ayatollah message. And they have been saying this all along. Death to America, death to Israel. Why are they doing this? Because that is the excuse they are using to motivate their people to become evil and wicked like the Ayatollahs themselves. And these people...
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. It could be a burden of time.
So, Trinidad and Tobago, let me say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Don Gobin. And yes, let me tell him happy belated birthday The man on that birthday, he just vexed with me and Lennox. You have Lennox, you could remember we supposed to tell this man birthday.
Last night, so you have to give your belated now.
Dr. Gobin, sir, Dr. Gobin, happy belated birthday to you. May you and your wife continue to enjoy life. May you remain a good man. Mr. Gobin wife, don't take us. Sometimes we just forget late things. But we know your husband, Mr. Don Gobin, is a good man. And I'm also saying...
He's an avid, sincere, loyal, committed. And we could say nothing otherwise about and to him. So have a good one and many more.
And we also had we partner from Mr. Ramnarayan is a good one too. Kenrick Prasad, Handy, he's a good one too. Dr. Lenny and all. Dr. Lenny's a good one too. But everybody dies just so this. We just forget sometimes. Right? And plus, my baby celebrates her birthday on the 4th. Happy belated birthday too. So Trinidad and Tobago, don't forget. Coming up next. No corridor transformation later, Lennox?
Yes. We'll have it.
All right.
People are looking forward to this. And of course, tomorrow, there's this brewing problem with respect to a situation that you have to stay tuned for tomorrow. You have to. Go ahead, Andy.
Nice. And coming up next, Snipes, tell me who coming up next. Heavy, tell me who coming up next.
We're on holiday programming, so we have heavy duty coming in.
All right, so coming up next, holding on for Mr. X and stuff on them is heavy duty himself. That is what we're talking about. So I'm going to look at choose anywhere else on this Monday, Easter Monday holiday to lock on. You all choose to lock on to 91.1 FM Talk City. Let me say thanks to all of you too that look on to us on our several social media platforms. This morning program was interesting. Don't forget, be safe on the wet roads at this point in time. Many places is overcast in Trinidad and Tobago. So on behalf of the Ground Report team, until tomorrow morning, please God, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. We are out of here.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1.